So today we're going to we'll be doing a story time of how we met and how we reconnect. If you're on Shay's channel, you'll probably see already she talked about me lots of times. Yes. She talked about me a lot of times because we know each other from long time. So let's get into the video. Roxy.
Ooh, yeah. Ah.
Take it from them.
Ooh, yeah.
Take it from them.
Ooh,
Take
yeah.
it from them. Okay, so since you're still here, I'm assuming you want to hear the story. So anyways, since I was like about, I want to say 8 or 9, my dad used to bring me to see a little girl. This little girl lived by herself, not lived by herself. She was the only child in the household, and my dad used to bring me there because it's his uncle's wife.
That's my grandaunt.
Her grandaunt. And I used to go to the house all the time to play with her. Like I said, she was the only one there as a child. And when I tell you shy, when I used to go there, she used to be so shy, you know, to play. And she used to be so excited. Like I could remember you being so excited every time. Anytime I go in there, she was so excited. Like she was, the minute my father van come in and she see me step out, excitement. I can remember that as a child. So I used to play with her, and then when I migrated to the US, I didn't hear nothing about her. You know, you grow up, you start doing your own thing. I used to ask my dad about her, but my dad, at one point, my dad said she was no longer there. Them time we in our like almost adulthood, past teenage, almost adulthood. So my dad never knew where she was, so we lost connect. Guys, I always watch YouTube. My mother introduced me to these YouTubers, King and Shay, and I always watch them because they were funny. Like the pranks are hilarious. If you haven't gone over to their channel, you have to go watch some old video. King and Shay, funny. Watch the old pranks. When I tell you, funny. So anyways, I used to always watch the videos, and I remember she was telling a story, and I'm like, why it come like a little girl me used to play with? So now when she started telling the story, I'm like, I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me, we're outside. When she started telling the story, I was like, everything started come back. I'm like, the house look familiar. So now I start go back to watch old video if see the prank them in the house. And I say, no man, this house look like a really the house when me used to go play with the little girl. And I'm like, wait, is this the girl? So anyways, like when one day she sit down and she was on a live every day.
No, I think it was my channel.
Yeah, she was on her channel and he was telling like a story time about how she was brought up in a Christian home. And I'm like, and in my head, I say, I can't the girl, because guys, the person that I'm used to, like I mentioned, is shy, timid. The person who me used to now come past social media, come and do no prank. The person who me used to now chat papa. The person me used to speak proper English. So me I say, this makes sense, but it don't make sense because shy, we laughy, but no one in the spotlight. It's no way. Like seriously, when I tell the story.
But I understand because if it wasn't for the circumstances where you don't see me on social media, you guys wouldn't say share none of time on social media.
How did you even get on social media?
All right, as me say, the circumstances that we were in,
Oh, okay.
and then O'Neill introduced me to YouTube, say that we can vlog with life story and people watch it and we make money. And I said, no sir, I don't want to do that. I'm too shy for that. You understand? Because I say I have to go in a hair, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to look proper. And then, out of the blue, something come to me and say, no sir, I can't live like this no more. So I just make up my mind and say, you know what, I'm going to go up on YouTube and just dominate it.
And she did. So back to where I was, it was just unreal to me. So when she was telling the story, no, me comment on the video, and I'm like, "Are you the little girl that I used to play with at Uncle Venna house?" I put out a name because me know say if I put out a name, she probably if it's her, she gonna know who me I talk to. So that's why I say Uncle Venna. And then when she commented, I was like, "Oh hell, this
Yes,
is the
because when I see the comments, I say, Daddy, you remember grade, because remember your father name, you know. I say, you remember the little girl that we used to come play with me? See, she reach out to me, got me excited, you know. And it's funny because I always say, oh, what happened to you? You know?
girl, I didn't know where on this earth. I never know which part she did. So I reached me call my mother and I say, Mommy, can I look a girl with the dear Uncle Vernon? Mommy say, really? And I say yes. But you know my mother said she always knew that my mom said she always knew that that was Uncle Vernon house, but she thinks say Una just rent it because my mother has never met her. My mother, I don't think my mother has ever. I don't think my mother ever meet you because my father always bring me. So my mother wouldn't know that it was her because she never met her. So my mother was like, really? I'm say, yeah, I'm gonna reach out to her. My mother said, oh wow, what a small world. And then it so happened that everybody, my father, when I told my dad was like, you lie because my father watched them too. My father come by me and like my father would migrate and come like 6 months or whatever and stay by me sometime. And when one day when I watch it, I said, Daddy, you know, say a little girl that from up at Uncle Vernon, and him say, what you say? He was, my father never knew. And he was watching for a while too, because I introduced him to King and Shay. Because I'm like, yo, you have to watch them. Them prank is funny. So I say, Daddy say, I lie, I tell. So this a girl that shy. Whitney, I can't go on internet.
But tell people some shy and them not believe me.
Shay
don't
is
believe.
was because them prank that when I see her do no shyness nothing in it. But when I tell you Shay was completely shy, Christian girl. So when I see you on like I don't see nothing about you going to church or it wouldn't strike nothing in my mind because I never ever see a vlog say you go to church. You go to church?
Never.
I've never seen her vlog say and every Sunday. Yeah, she go to church.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Sunday school.
But I mean, for hurt you. But I went time she in the house just playing a church, come like a church class.
But then I like, guys, to how I was brought up, it was
Moderate, like
yeah.
like
I could have talked patwa, and but my cousin them used to make fun of me, you know. When me used to visit them, them used to laugh at me. Why you speak like that? You're going like you're better than you like you're better than we are. So you know that used to make me just get discouraged to go around them and stuff like that. And as me say, every Sunday, church. You know we have to go Sunday school. Me have to go Sunday school, and then we have to stay for church and. You know, everything will happen at church, I have to be involved and so forth. That's why I say for me out in the world now. That's why you can't hear me talk about church. I want to go back to church.
I wouldn't expect to see you in a blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
Me never expect to see you dressed the way you dress. Let me tell you, people grow up and you never know because if me supposed to ever look for you, me never look for a hot girl when you go out.
No,
She a real hot girl when she
no, me not.
when she go out, she a real hot girl. I say she in a blonde hair and a dress up here so.
No, alright, come and tell you. Alright, you know, like as me say, being around in different environment, you know, kind of change you and stuff like that. So as me say, me no want the hot girl era thing, but you know, I've changed. I've changed a lot.
Hot girl.
Me not like. I'm still say me not like how me change. Me not change like for the worse.
Hold
You know,
on,
but
babe. Hello.
as I was saying, guys, me never expect this from me too. You know, because me not change for the worse, but I've changed in a way where you know it's even hard for me to recognize myself. And as we say, I want to go back to the church. You know, I definitely want to go back to the church because I have good principles. Much as you know, see me like this.
Once you have good
Yeah.
principles, it's not hard to go back, because once you have the foundation
Yeah.
and you know the good, you know right from wrong, with God, all things are possible. So you're
Yeah.
going back.
Yes. Because Roxy, you know, say every morning we wake up, we have to go devotion in my auntie room. Every single morning. Whether if we are go church, may I go school, from Sunday to Sunday, devotion.
I love that though.
Yeah.
We
I've-
used to do that every Friday evening because we're 7-day Adventists.
Yeah.
But I do
But
love
me tell you,
that.
say every morning, and when me I go school, me just go in time for just, you know, sing a hymn and read my Bible verse. Me have to get up each morning, read a Bible verse, and then, you know, then we say, all right, prayer, say me our Father prayer. Then me go ready and go school. I saw me grow up and me not even teach my kids them all that.
Exactly.
So me I
Like,
said no sir.
yeah.
That's something when me want to break them to, because my father said to me the other day, say, you see how Auntie Luce and Uncle Ben are grow, you not even grow the kids them. So me looking at myself and me say, of course. I'm not
No,
grow them
it's
from
it's
true.
very how I was raised. In I don't grow my kids like that either. But one thing, we were, to be honest with you, I feel like we were very very more. Me never like it. Me never like how strict growing up in the 7-day Adventist church was. So I try not to force a lot of things on my children, but what I do with my children is I make sure I pray with them. I make
Yeah.
sure some I pray with them, and I make sure some of them go to church. I pick them go to church. One, because you want them to have that relationship with God. You want them to get where you get, not on the
Yeah.
level where me get it. Because oh my God, it was rough. We had to stay in church all day from morning to night. And it's probably a good thing. Don't eat off my head for saying that. But it's probably a good thing. But I'm not doing that to my child. I want them to have.
When I said that, I said something, I remember something a while ago. You know your uncle, how he can pray, right? Guys, my uncle, Roxy uncle, was a prayer warrior. And hey, you see when with the church and him ready for pray, them always say,
Amen, Pop.
Brother Venna, prayer, the closing of prayer. The time I pray for we go home, you know. You know, two little words and you know, say gone home. Hey, uncle I pray for you an hour. But so one of the time when I pray, I say people pack up and I left. But jump asleep.
That is a prayer
Yeah,
warrior.
I tell you.
So it's probably the way I was raised. I love it, but I am definitely. It's important to give your children a little bit of what you're raised with, because believe it or not, they are right way. I'm not tell
Yeah.
no lie. So my children do go to church, and yes, you need to get them in a
Yeah,
church.
I need to get mine in church too.
But like I was saying, completely different person. When I see, especially the person like who she's with, I wouldn't expect that. And it's not a bad thing, but it's just not something that I expected. Even for me, like people that I date, I wouldn't expect more that date the people that will me date. But seeing how she was raised,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I would be.
Some never know say you. Like when me I say oh, girl that's long and a cream man head, me I say oh, which ghetto girl this? Quiet ghetto girl.
Hey, no.
Quiet ghetto. Because you
Sometimes-
never give ghetto, you know.
Yeah.
You never give that, but you give
Never
like
give it.
you give like me no know soft ghetto. There's a word like that, soft ghetto.
Soft ghetto. But for real.
But yeah, I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah.
But like reconnecting with you, I learned that that person that I saw on the internet is not you. It's
Not
that
this
person is
guy.
not her, because sitting down talking to her, she is that humble. Where you see online how she quiet and she is that person, but she's very conservative. She has that conservative energy. So because she not dress up like how you would see somebody dress up in a them heels or whatever, she still give that conservative energy, and she still speak well. She still have the vocabulary that I expected for her to have. You get what I mean? So I'm like, the internet, she not give that, I guess, because the pranks are all of that not allow it, but still speak very well, very intelligent. So I'm happy that I reconnected. Very, very happy, because she's like family.
Yeah.
Like family. So I'm very happy reconnected, and that was
Not me happy. Hey guys, I'm happy too. Trust me. Trust me. I'm so very happy. Cause just imagine where we come from, how we small. We used to play. Guys, and Roxy used to love to sing. And for see, she grew up and she, what me say, was a professional singer, is a professional singer.
I used to do I still do music, but I'm leaning towards the church side. So before I used to be like a dancehall artist. I have Apple Music on Apple Music. I have songs on Apple Music, all them platforms. So I used to be in the studio doing more of a dancehall, not really singing, but sing Jane. But no, I'm trying to convert, and God is still working on me. And don't judge me if you don't hear me cuss something here and there, and then me I try sing. And don't judge me. You are nobody to judge me, okay? But I am trying to really change my life and start doing more of gospel singing. So I'm trying to like get like gospel rhythms and start going to the studio and do gospel music, because I feel like my voice project more when I do gospel singing. So I am still an artist. I'm still a musician. But I'm just transitioning from dancehall world. I used to perform at Jamaica, all different states, but now me transition.
And you see guys, why God make it certain ways? Because as me say, the two of we are leaning at that direction. The two of us are leaning.
God no do nothing. May I tell you?
Shay, why are you so wicked?
We're doing a video.
Oh, me no know.
You don't see the bright light? But yeah, God make everything happen for reasons, and we lean on me lean pan her, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Sodomite.
We're not, as usual, guys. Every time I do a video, franchise always push up at myself. Phoebe in my video, but you don't want to put the camera upon him. Why?
Put the camera up on it. So guys, as we say, Roxy, she did love to sing. We used to play a concert and all them something there. We used to say, what me used to say me didn't want to be?
You always want. Oh, where did you want to be?
Superstar.
No.
Rock star.
A superstar? I think a superstar.
I think a superstar, yeah.
I think it was a superstar, yeah. No, famous. You say you want to be famous.
Yeah, because I always say me want to be movie star or something like that, you know?
Or something like that. I don't know, but something shining, something like what she, I don't know, but you know, one different bracket. I guess you want to act?
Yes.
I think you're like one good actor.
I think so too. I think so.
You do good, Penny. How the hell you switch characters though? Because she's shy, but when she go up on the camera, she's somebody totally different.
I'm going to try out the acting thing. I'm definitely going to try it out.
No,
like,
you
it's
should.
Like in Atlanta.
And you're in Tyler. I was just about to say that. Tyler Perry Studios. We can do casting call and them something there.
Marvel
Yeah.
Studios, they're right across the street.
Marvels. You hear that, guys?
Franchise just went another video. And come like King one other day, King not a push up his. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video because franchise wants some attention. So we've reached the end of the video. What? We've reached the end of the video. Again, go ahead and subscribe to Shay's Empire if you have not.
If you know watch no one don't subscribe, make sure to subscribe.
Subscribe to my channel. Yeah, girl, some straight arrows and I get friendly. Bye! Roxy!
Ooh, yeah. Ah.
Take it from me.
Ooh, yeah.
Take it from me.
Ooh, yeah.
Take it from me.